Hey, good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing today? All right. I am working at not okay. So full on confession. If y'all know me, I'm a Gabby person. But I am working on making all these videos just kind of short and sweet and to the point. Get in, give you the information, and get out. So, guys, with that said, I am going to jump right into it today. But guys, don't forget, you can win something. All right. You can win a free one-on-one with me. All right. So I did not have any viable person enter for the drawing. So I'm just going to continue it and we're going to do a free one-on-one. We can talk about financing. We can talk about real estate. I can kind of walk you through some things if that's what I think. Yep, I think Instagram froze. All right, well, we'll just go with it here. All right, so let's see if I can get it going here again. All right, Instagram, are you going to go? All right, it looks like we're live again on Instagram. Okay, so remember, you can win some things. Just pop over to my YouTube channel. The link for that is in the description of whatever video you're watching. And while you're over there, go ahead and hit the subscribe and the bell. That way you'll get these videos, be notified every time I come on with these videos, all right? All right, so what I'm talking about today, why is this so shameful? What? Why is short sale and all of that so shameful? Okay, so the reason I brought this up today is because with everything that's going on in the big, beautiful world that we have right now, okay, with all the uncertainty, the loss of jobs, all of that, this is something that I know people are scared about, questioning, all of that, okay? So this is something that I know for certain that these are things like, oh my gosh, what if I have to sell my house? What if I have to? Now, guys, I'm going to tell you, if you get into that situation, the best easy avenue is to head it off before you get into that situation. So if you've currently had a loss of job and you think that that might be a possibility because, you can't find work or whatever, or things, unemployment, that kind of stuff, that's all kind of drying up, whatever it might be, okay, go ahead and list the house and find something less. Okay, find something less. List your house, get it sold, find something less. Okay, but guys, it's only shameful if we allow it to be. Okay, we allow it to be shameful because for us it tells us that we cannot make finances meet. Okay. I think Instagram is being stupid. So I'm going to shut it off. Okay. Sorry guys. All right. So I'm going to do that right now. All right. So, but anyway, it is only shameful because we allow it. It is the emotions that we put on ourselves. Okay. How many were part of the 2008 recession? Okay. How long did it take you to get through that? All right. I wasn't part of the 2008 recession, but I was part of the Bank of America scam. And yes, it is a scam. They tried to get me to foreclose on my house because that's what they were getting. They were getting paid out. They were getting more for my house if they foreclosed on it than what they would if they would just let me sell it and get out from underneath it. Okay. So in essence, in doing all of this, so when we bought this property, we were working with Bank of America to get things rocking and rolling, to get everything going. Okay. After the third, well, there's more of a long story with that. But anyway, I don't want to go into that with this. But anyway, they ended up shoving me and forcing me into a short sale on my house here. Or not here, not this house, but my very first house. Okay. It was completely 100% Bank of America's fault. Completely. I had to reach out. I had to find my strength and my courage, and I had to call the attorney general. I had to fill out the paperwork. I had to threaten them with the attorney general in order for them to close on my house. Okay. Because they wanted to shove me into foreclosure because they were giving their employees gift cards, all of that. Everybody knows this scandal, right? Everybody knows it. All right. And I have been ashamed of this for years. Okay. I totally have been ashamed of this for years. Okay. To the point where I never even wanted to talk about it with anybody. Like, I just felt like it really wasn't happening. Even though it wasn't my fault, it was like, I had to short sale my house, you know? But it was all Bank of America's fault. Now, I did in the end with the general, with the law, the class action lawsuit they did, I did get $3,000 back from that. But I'm going to tell you, all the turmoil up to that point, that $3,000 meant nothing. It meant nothing. Now, on the flip side, I got this great acreage, and by the grace of God, we made that work. But I'm just saying, it doesn't have to be a shameful thing. If you were part of, and it's hard for people to get knocked down like that and then turn around, quickly rebuild, and go buy a house. Okay. And that's essentially what we had to do, is we had to quickly kind of rebuild, because as much as I tried to get them to take that off my record, it was still on my record. Okay. Now, I did find somebody that a gentleman that sold us this acreage. We did it on a contract basis. We did kind of a rent to own thing. We were blessed. That is not the norm. That is not the standard, but that is how we ended up doing this. Okay. So, and I'm not ashamed to say that, because it was literally God's choice to make this happen for me. So that's why I'm okay with saying that. All right. But what I'm telling you guys is this does not have to be shameful. If you were part of America, countrywide, whoever else, if you were part of that scandal in 2008, you're still working on ramifications from that. Okay. I know we are. And it's not financial ramifications. We are still working on emotional ramifications from that, like emotional. And I didn't realize how much I was until I was discussing this with somebody else. But guys, this does not have to be shameful. This does not have to be shameful. It doesn't. If it is something that you have, it is just something that you have lived through. It is just a company that made a decision for you in the wrong possible way, or it was because you were laid off. Maybe you were with a company for 50 years. Or I'm okay, that might be exaggerated. Okay, 30 years. Okay, you may have been with a company for 30 years and now they decided to rework their stuff and they're done with you. Now what? Okay. So guys, this doesn't have to be the way it is. And I'm going to tell you over these next few videos, it's going to start more next week. Okay. I'm going to kind of lead more into this tomorrow on the video because I want to keep these short. But I'm going to talk to you a little bit more on how I did it and how we did it the best way we possibly can. So here's the thing, guys, is that mindset made me feel like I was not good with money. I was not good with money. And do you know what I figured out in that whole thing? I figured out I am freaking badass with money. I'm sorry for my French, but I am badass with money. I know how to make it. I know how to spend it. And I know how to manage it. Okay. So I'm going to kind of give you some little tidbits on what we did to get ourselves from that point to less than, it was about 4 years. It was less than 5 years later. Less than 5 years later, we got a mortgage for this place. No questions. Okay. So we're going to talk about that in more depth. I'm going to kind of walk you through a little bit on how I did that from there. And hopefully that'll help if you are thinking that you have to short sell your house, hopefully that'll put your mind at ease. If you're in that situation where you've lost your job, or I have ways to help you find a new career too. So guys, let me know if that's something that you need, let me know. But if that's something that you are, and guys, I'm still into real estate now. So it didn't scar me forever, but you know what? Here was the thing is I was like, I'm going to make it better. And that's what I'm setting out to do right now is I'm going to make this better. I'm going to make this process better for everyone. Okay. So, guys, I do have my 5 days to smoother, I'm sorry, to easier financing. That's coming up. That's starting January 30th. It's on a Sunday. It's going to be 5 days. Okay. It's going to be an in and out thing, but it's going to give you a good foundation to know what you're dealing with, especially if you're coming out of something like this or trying to figure out, navigate how to get through something like this. Okay. All right. You guys have an amazing day. I will see you all